Happy Friday. Good morning. I am here again with Father Mike, and we are doing What's Up St. Joe's.
What's Up St. Joe's?
And today I'm going to start out a little bit differently. I've decided that each week I'm going to surprise Father Mike with a question, and he doesn't know ahead of time what I'm going to ask. So this week, Father Mike, what was your high school mascot? And did you play any sports in high school? And if so, which ones?
My high school mascot was an ERAB. What the heck is an ERAB?
I didn't see that coming.
My school colors were red and black, and I went to East High School, hence East, red, and black. ERAB.
No way.
Yes way.
So what was the logo or the mascot?
It was a cube that was black and red and ran around the basketball court. And I didn't play any sports in high school. The only sport I did play is I exercised my mouth in two-man debate. I was on the debate team.
Okay. I did that too, but not in debate.
So no sports, just debate.
All right. Well, on to possibly less exciting items. But the annual Catholic Appeal, I feel I need to do an update every week until we're out of this campaign and we've raised all of our money. So right now we are sitting at $145,319.
That's pretty good.
It is. Although that puts us at only 17.1% participation, which means that $145,000 has come from only 294 donors.
Oh my goodness, if you do the math, 1,800 families, you figure there's 3 people per family, that's 5,400 people in the parish.
Yeah, roughly.
Wow.
So, yeah. Now, the good news, we are 88.3% of goal. So if we reach our goal and then exceed our goal, we'll get to do the projects that we've talked about in the church and in Marian Hall. So let's hope that we continue to grow both our participation and our dollars. What else is going on?
Well, it's a good thing you asked that. This weekend, following all the masses, is the ministry fair. Talked a little bit about it in the last 2 weeks in the homilies. The ministry fair is an opportunity for all the members of our parish to become actively involved in a variety of ministries across the parish. Do you want to know what some of those are?
100%, I do.
So you can get involved in liturgical ministries, lector or an acolyte, a Eucharistic minister, a member of the choir. You can be involved with catechetical ministry, and so one of the being involved in RCIA, confirmation, and First Eucharist. If none of that fits you, you can be involved on the grounds here. There are plenty of beautiful flowers that needed tending to. You could be a gardener. There's something for everybody here, and really to be part of this community, I think it's worthwhile for all of us to be involved in some way. So you might consider before this weekend, what are my gifts and how can I offer my gifts to the good of this community?
And it's interesting that you say that because we're actually going to have somebody available. So even if you don't immediately see something there that calls to you, when you get into the ministry fair, you can go to a table where someone will just have general signups where you can just put your name and an area of interest for you or a talent that you have. And then someone will follow up with you about where that might best fit. So, all right. And what is our Prepares ministry doing right now?
Our Prepares ministry is on June 11th, are going to have a diaper distribution after all of the masses. Sorry, I wasn't used to talking about diapers during the announcements.
You weren't?
So I was a little flustered by it, but yes, Prepares diaper distribution is on June 11th after all the masses in the Marian Hall Library.
Great. And this is a great ministry. It's a ministry that's a part of Catholic Community Services of Western Washington. And it also actually operates throughout Washington State, even in Eastern and Central Washington. So it has been just a huge gift, both to the volunteers and to the people who are recipients of either the material help or the relationships and the partnerships that are built between volunteers and families with children 5 and under. All right, so up next, I think many of you already know Kevin Minetti. So Kevin ran Alpha here for quite a few years and was our youth minister for a year. And Kevin is going to be the director of the new campus for Encounter Ministries that's going to be opening in Portland. As part of getting ready to start that ministry over in Portland, which will also serve Southwest Washington, he asked if he and some other folks from the Encounter team could come and offer a 2-night encounter. And so that will be Sunday night, starting in the church, and it will start with adoration. And I don't know how familiar everybody is with Encounter or how you are, but so it's a great ministry. We don't have time to get into all the details, but a ministry of healing primarily, and prayer, and the power of prayer and healing, calling upon the Holy Spirit. And so I know they're going to share some testimony around some healings that have happened in previous Encounter evenings. But it's a 2-night event, so it starts Sunday night and then concludes Monday night. So more details about that in the bulletin on the website.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Do you?
Yeah, I heard.
I hope it's as good as the question I asked you.
Well, that question, I have another question for you later, but
okay.
I have a really burning question, and because I heard that St. Joe's has a prayer team, and is that true? Do we have a prayer team?
It is true. So we have a group of parishioners whose one of their passions is prayer, and intercessory prayer in particular, on behalf of others. And so if you or someone in your family would like our team of parishioners to be praying for you, please just contact Deacon Jose. And those prayers are held pretty confidentially just within the team itself. And Deacon Jose and myself are really the only people who see the list of prayer intentions. But everybody who's a part of this team, because I know all of them are people who truly are amazing prayer warriors, very spiritual people that I know to be that way. And I think it's a really great ministry.
Well, I'm going to check it out.
For sure.
So finally, the last thing we want to let you know is the program called Formed. I believe you may have seen it in the bulletin last week. It's St. Joe's is excited to announce that we have a gifted subscription to this website called Formed. And Formed has really great resources, over 4,000 books, movies, audio talks, documentaries, and studies. And it's free of charge. All you have to do is register by going to the website formed.org/sign up to get started. I suspect there might be a QR code in the bulletin, maybe?
I don't know, but it is really easy to sign up, for sure. You just go in, you just have to put in your email in order to get like a link to start your subscription, and then you search from a list of parishes. You just say you're a parish member and you look for St. Joe's, and then you have access. And I mean, we use a lot of the material in Formed, even like in RCIA and Sacramental Prep. So there's a huge variety, definitely something for everyone. And it's also in Spanish and in Portuguese. I know for sure those two languages, maybe some others.
So, Francis, we're coming to the end of our video, and I thought it would be worthwhile to tell all of you at home that this weekend is Trinity Sunday. I will be presiding at the 9 and 5 o'clock Mass, and Father Riggert will be at the 11:30 Hispanic Mass. Deacon Jose will preach at all of those Masses. And so please come join us. We look forward to seeing you this weekend, especially as we begin this long journey into ordinary time. So this really does bring us to the end. And so I want to ask you, Francis, a question. You know, you and I are from the same kind of time era. And so
Indeed we are.
I'm very interested in to know what your favorite 70s TV show was.
It's going to sound really corny, but it's true. So my favorite 70s TV show, now remember, I was a kid in the 70s, okay?
Oh,
To be fair. Was actually Love Boat. It's funny, but all of us girls in my class at Our Lady of Guadalupe loved that show, and we would all watch it every weekend and then like talk about it at school the next week. And my dad didn't like that show because my dad thought it was like too, I don't know, covered too much adult like themes or whatever, and so he didn't want me watching it, and he had originally forbid me from watching it, and my mother had to talk him into letting me watch it and said, oh, all the little girls at school watch it, and she'll be left out if she doesn't know what's going on. Love Boat.
Wow.
So that's how I ended up watching that show. But yeah, that would probably be my favorite, as weird as that sounds.
And the captain of the ship was Captain Stubing, wasn't it?
Correct.
Okay, that's what
And
I
the
thought.
cruise director was Julie.
Julie, the cruise director.
Yeah,
Okay.
Julie, the cruise director. So there's a little flashback to the 1970s and my strange childhood. And with that, we will close.
We'll see you next
We'll see you next Friday.
next Friday.